Hi, dear ones. Lisa A. Romano here, the life coach, and today I have been asked to address a really sticky subject in a video that has to do with narcissists and what happens when we decide to break up with them. Um, so, really interesting. I'll try to make this quick. Is that there's this weird phenomenon that happens when we get involved with narcissists. When we break up with the narcissist, or when we begin dating someone else, oftentimes narcissists come back running. So they come running back to us because they know that we are no longer there to supply their narcissistic needs. So a narcissist, it's sort of like a narcissist is a vampire, and you are the body that they're getting their blood supply from, or their life source from. And they're you really don't have to be an active participant in this relationship. You just have to be a source of life supply. And the life supply is your blood, is the blood, right? And so imagine your blood um, is really your emotions. Narcissists feed off your emotions. That's where they get their power from. That's where they get their egocentric needs met, being able to control this other body. The more you give a narcissist, the more attention you give them, the more confused you become. The more confused you are when you're talking to them, the more powerful they feel. The more steady on your feet you become, the less control a narcissist has over you, and sometimes they become really agitated. With the narcissist, you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. So if you can anticipate their needs, they'll find something wrong with what you've tried to do. If you can't figure out what they really want or what their needs are, they'll bash you for that and try to make you feel guilty for not being there for them. And say things like, I thought you cared about me. I thought you loved me. I thought you were into me. You should know what I want. You should know how I feel. But when you are done being played by a narcissist, and the illusion begins to wear off, and very oftentimes narcissists will break up with us. They'll keep us stringing along and finally say, it's just not working out. And we hang on for 6 months or a year or 2 years, praying that this narcissist, this creep, will come back to us and want us back in their life, because we're so codependent and we so need to be validated by this person who, in my opinion, 9 times out of 10, the narcissist that you're attracted to is a similar energy being to either your mother or your father. That's just my experience. And dear ones, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about that. If you have found yourself involved with a narcissist, ask yourself, who does this person remind me of? I found that my narcissist reminded me very much of my mom. I could never please my mom, and so I married a man who the same dynamic, I created the same dynamic and attracted the same type of an energy being into my life with my first husband. Now, narcs don't really want you, and they don't want to give you their emotions until you break up with them and you start hanging out with someone else. When they feel threatened by the someone else and they think that you're going to be giving your blood, your emotions to someone else, that's when they sort of like they come back to us, and they all of a sudden they know what we need, and they say all the right things, and they tell us that things are going to be different, and they were foolish for not taking care of us when they had us. And it's, don't fall for it, dear one. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. They call it a breakup because something's broken. So if you and your narcissist have broken up, just try to accept it and try to understand that the same pattern is going to play out in time. In time. If you want to know how a relationship is going to end, look at the way it began. And if you want to know how a relationship is going to play out, look back and look at what's played out. Because what happens with people is that patterns are set, and it doesn't matter. Unless the two people are actively seeking therapy, serious self-awareness therapy, then they're not going to be able to break those patterns that cause the breakup. And so, dear one, recognize the pattern. And if your narcissist comes running back to you after you've already moved on and you've started another relationship with someone else, just with all your might, dear one, try not to give in. Hold on to yourself, hold on to yourself, hold on to yourself. What helps is keeping a journal of the moments in time where your narcissist made you feel inferior. Keep a journal. Actively remember, especially when the narcissist comes back and starts saying all the right things. That's when you need to understand that you're looking at an illusion. You're looking at the ghost of this narcissist. You're looking at the imposter. The narcissist has already shown you who they are, who she is, or who he is. So when they come back and they're saying all these romantic things, what might help you is to begin keeping a journal of all the times that narcissist eliminated your right to have feelings, or like pissed on your feelings, mocked you, minimized you, criticized you, put you down, lied to you, and whatnot. And hold on to that. Remember what that felt like. Don't fall for the illusion. Stay rooted in reality, dear one. Let me know how you do. Namaste.